Hi guys, it's Mrs. Smith. I wanted to do a mini lesson on I can represent mixed numbers with units using discs, a number line, and expanded form. So this is lesson 3 in your in Zearn. I wanted to address each one: the number line, decimal form, expanded form, and I also want you to think about how much more when there's a decimal to a whole. How much more to a whole. Okay, so I'm going to just put up, here's my number line. I'm going to give you some numbers that go on the beginning and the end of the number line. The first number on this side is going to be 4. So 4 wholes. And on this side, if you count up, what's another whole? The whole after 4 is 5. So between 4 and 5, I have the hashtags. Each one is worth a fraction or a decimal. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have split it up into tenths. So this fraction, this piece right here is going to be 1/10. So if I were to write it out as a fraction, a mixed fraction, it would be 4 1/10. Hopefully you can see that. 4 1/10. I wonder if I use this paper, if you can see that better. 4 1/10. Okay, so I'm not going to completely dot it all up, but I'm going to put the dot, pretend dot, right here to say that it goes there. So I'm talking about 4 1/10. Remember last time we chatted, I said the word and represented the decimal because math is a definite language. And so this is the language I'm using. And 4 1/10. Last time we spoke, we talked about the fact that 4 was the whole. So that would mean I had 4 flats, 4 pieces, 4 meters. And then the next piece would be divided up into the tenths. So how would I write this 4 1/10 as a fraction? As a decimal form. I would say 4 wholes right? And 1/10. If you recall last time we spoke, that when I look at my place value chart, I'm looking at this side is the whole, this side is the whole, or the 1, and this side begins the fraction pieces. This is a tenth. The one after that would be hundredth. Okay. Now, if we look at the same decimal as a fraction, now as a decimal, here's our number line. I'm going to talk about expanded form. I always think about Aimee when I think about expanded form because she always said blows it up. So we have to talk about how do you blow up this number to show expanded form. So I want you to think about groups of, how many groups of 1 do you have? I have 4 groups of 1. 4 groups of 1. And 1 group of 1/10. And right there, that shows me that I've got 4 groups of 4 and 1 group of 1/10. So then I can also talk about it as the decimal by saying 4 groups of 1 and 1 group of 1/10. These are the same thing, just talking about it in different ways. the same thing. Now, Mrs. Smith asked you to please think about more. How much more? What am I talking about? Well, when I say how much more do I have to the next whole, I'm asking you how much more pieces until I get to 5. Well, if I'm at 4.1, how many more pieces of the whole do I need in order to equal 5? Let me think. How am I going to do that? Well, I could say 0.1 plus what equals 1 point or 5, right? Wholes. So how many more to get to move it over to the next decimal? My guess is you're saying to me 0.9, because 9 plus 1 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10, giving me 5 wholes. All right, good luck, guys. Till next time.